Find the duration of activity C. In this problem, we are provided an activity table which includes activities, durations, and any predecessor activities. In the project sequence, winning the job is the first activity. After that, civil design, architectural design, and mechanical design work can begin. Once all three design activities are complete, plan review can begin. The problem also states the early start of activity A equals 1. The late finish of activity E equals 27, and the total float of activity C equals 3. Lastly, we also know the critical path of the project is through activities A, B, and E. To begin, we'll sketch out the activities in this project using a network diagram, where boxes represent activities of the project and arrows represent contingencies. Next, we'll apply an activity template to each of the 5 activities A through E. Next, we'll include the given data. The early start of the project equals 1. The late finish of the entire project equals 27. And the total float of activity C equals 3. The given activity table also provides the durations of time it takes to complete each activity, except for activity C, which is the value we're trying to determine. We also know the critical path runs through activities A, B, E. The problem asks to find the duration of the architectural design, DC. The duration of an activity equals the early finish minus the early start, which is the same as the late finish minus the late start. We'll begin the forward pass by solving for the early finish of activity A, winning the job, by adding the early start of the activity to the duration. So 6 plus 1 equals 7. Once the job is won, the civil design, architectural design, and mechanical design work can begin. Therefore, the early start of these 3 activities equals 7 as well. Since we know the critical path runs through activity B, civil design, we'll finish the forward pass through this path only. The early finish of civil design work is 19, which makes the early start of review also equal to 19. Since activity B is on the critical path, we know the early finish of civil design is either the same value or a larger value than the early finish of the architectural design and mechanical design, which is why we don't have to compute the early finish of the architectural design work or the mechanical design work to know the early start of the review work. The early finish of plan review equals